What's up, everybody? What is up, everybody? Welcome back to our channel. My name is Al.
And I'm Terez.
And we are the Joneses. If you haven't done so already, make sure you go ahead and hit that subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. In today's video, we're going to be talking about investing and how to start investing. We always hear people talk about, you got to invest, or hey, if you put the coffee down, you'll be a millionaire. But never really any insight on what that actually looks like. But guess what? We're going to tell you guys exactly what that looks like. Stay tuned. So today we're going to try to make it simplified for you and give you some of the ways that we feel are the easiest to get started. Like we said, there are several ways you can do it. There are more ways that you can skin this cat. But this is what we feel like is the easiest to get started for beginners. Yeah,
and we're by no means experts. I mean, I know I'm a CPA, but CPA doesn't mean stockbroker. This is just things that we've learned along the way and how we've gotten started.
So we feel like the easiest way that you can get started in investing is through your employer-sponsored 401k plan. But before we talk about this 401k plan, first we want to give you guys a few statistics as it relates to 401k. So according to the Bureau of Labor and Statistics, only about 55% of Americans actually have access to some type of 401k plan.
And of that 55%, only 38% actually contribute to the 401k plan.
And we don't want to forget about the people who are entrepreneurs and self-employed people and who have to basically take retirement into their own hands. For those people, you can simply just get a IRA, or a traditional IRA, or a Roth IRA through one of the big financial industries or financial investment companies, such as a Fidelity or a T. Rowe Price. You can call them up and start and open up you a account. I know it used to be where you had to have $5,000-$10,000 to start an account, but now they've made it easy for you to start investing, and you don't have to use any money.
No money down.
So another statistic that came out through Fidelity, who actually holds a ton of retirement accounts, maybe the most, a little bit over 60 million accounts. They've done a study of their records and found that of people between the ages of 60 and 69, the average 401k balance is actually only $195,000. And I think that this is why a lot of people end up, either working until they die or retiring, once they get old and brittle and start pulling Social Security, because now you only have this $100,000 to maybe $200,000 to live on for the rest of your life. And if you think about it, that's actually not a lot of money to live on from the age of 60 to 80, because we're actually living longer now with technology and everything. So with people living longer, you need your money to last longer.
Right, because I don't know about you, but I'm not going to Walmart and being a greeter at 85.
No, not unless I want to, and not unless I'm volunteering, and I don't have nothing else to do with my time.
Yes.
But I'm not. I don't want to be forced to, like she said, sit at Walmart and check receipts.
Unless I want to.
Right. So the cool thing about the 401k plan is that a lot of employers actually provide a benefit to where they will match up to a certain percentage every dollar you put into your retirement plan. So we've done our research and found that the average match that employers give out to their employees is about 3.5%. So let's say, for instance, you take somebody who is making the average household income of $62,000 as a household, and they're putting up 3.5% every year into their retirement. That means their company is also putting up 3.5% of their income into retirement. And that's a benefit. And a lot of people, of those people who are not taking advantage of putting money towards retirement, are leaving free money on the table. They don't realize that they can actually cost themselves up to over $500,000. Yeah. If you don't believe me, listen to this example. So say, for example, you got this person, they watch our YouTube videos and, they follow all the stuff that we talk about, and they start at the age of 25. And from the age of 25 to 65, they made an average of $62,000 for their whole career. We're assuming they never got a raise, and they stayed at the same job their whole life. So this is basically all the numbers that I'm about to give you are all worst case scenario. So they started at $62,000, and they put up 3.5%. The company put up 3.5%. So we're going to assume that from 25 to 65, they've received the average rate of return on their investments of 8%. So the match alone is worth over $373,000 if they were to get an 8% return on their money from the age of 25 to 60. That's money that they left on the table. That's not including all the money they put in themselves. Mm-hmm. That's money that they left on the table that was free, a benefit from their job that they didn't take advantage of. Yeah. And then you're going to take it up a step further. So say, for instance, if they did the same exact thing and they got an average rate of return of 9%. That average rate of return of 9%, just the match alone is worth over $460,000. $468,000 to be exact. And if you take it one step further and say that, for instance, they got an average rate of return of 10% from 25 to 60, they've cost themselves over $580,000 of free money that they didn't take advantage of. So now we just gave you those numbers for somebody who started from 25 to the age of 60. Now let's assume somebody, they didn't get started, they wanted to wait a little bit later to live life, and they can start investing until the age of 35. This is what it would have cost a person from 35 to 60 had they not taken the match. At 8%, they would have left $158,000 on the table just by not taking the match. And at 9%, it would have cost them $183,000 just by not taking the match. So at 10%, it would have cost this person $213,000 of free money. This is money that they would have left on the table.
So the moral of the story is take the match. We recommend starting as early as possible with retirement savings. Because I know back when we were 25, we weren't thinking really too much about retiring at all. Just thinking about these sales at Express, getting in all this debt, buying cars. And it would have been the perfect time to max out our contributions to our retirement plans because we didn't have any children. I mean, right now we're paying a lot more than the max contribution to 401k plans in child care. So the max is $19,000 as of 2020. So it's like we're paying a lot more than that right now for child care. Double. So if we would have started at 25 before we had these kids running around the house, we would have been sitting real pretty right now. So we recommend start early, start now.
Yeah, because it's a lot harder to, like you said, once you get life started going, to once you get to that age of like, well, now I got kids, I haven't really put up money for retirement. It's hard now to scale back and now make room for putting up money for retirement to reach your goals.
Yeah, like I'm traveling quarterly. It's like you going YOLO, and now it's like, oh, okay, I'm 40. Let's think about retirement, and it's going to be hard to say, oh, let's put the pause. Let's think about retirement. You start early; it's already part of your routine, and then you can work your YOLO around your retirement savings, and you can do it all. The rule of thumb for retirement savings is to save anywhere between 10 and 15% of your income. So if you do get that employer match, you could add that in. You can include that in that 10 to 15%. I mean, I would.
I know there's a lot of finance gurus out there who suggest not including the employer match into your number, but
I say why not?
Yeah, because I mean you got to think about
$1's a dollar. Whether it's my dollar or their dollar.
Yeah, I mean because there has to be some type of balance because some people are so conservative to where they'll put almost all their money into retirement and then leave no room for life, and it's just like it has to be some type of balance. It's like, hey,
I'm giving back too.
Exactly, I'm giving back too. So it's like, well, if my company puts up 4 or 5%, and if me putting up another 10% is going to basically put me kind of cutting it close or have my budget real tight, I wouldn't mind scaling back 3 or 4% just so that I can live life a little bit because honestly, being frank. Tomorrow's not promised. Retirement's not promised. And we making all these goals and plans to reach retirement, but who's to say, you get to, after your retirement party, 1 month later you pass away. And it's like you've put off all this life just so that you can live this life in retirement, and it never happened. So it's like, I feel like you have to still continue to have that balance and make sure that you're balancing retirement goals and life goals too. Like for example, my job takes out 12.5% out of every one of my checks. And for us, that's a lot of money. So if we recommend taking out 10 to 15% of your income for retirement, I'm basically taken care of. but that's for a pension. They take 12.5% out for my pension, which means when I pass away, she gets half of my pension payout benefits, and then when she passes away, it's no more. It doesn't go to our boys. That's why I feel like it's my duty to continue putting up stuff outside of my pension program, to where when I pass away and she passes away, we leave all the money that's in those accounts to the kids.
Yeah, so for people who are blessed to have jobs that offer pension plans, it's still a smart idea to have a Roth IRA on the side,
Yep.
or some other type of retirement account, just so that you can have something to pass to your children, since you can't pass your pension on.
Yeah. All right, so that's enough about the 401k plan. But before we leave, just remember these 3 things about it. Invest early, invest often, and what else?
Take the match.
Take it. That's all we got for y'all. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you guys give this video a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe. And we'll see y'all next time. Peace.